how would you like to really know how to dress and look in a way that incorporates trends so that you are really being felt and connected by your best potential clients? That they see you and they see you as someone that is relatable. Because we know that according to research, having your potential client be able to feel emotionally connected to you is very important. They are more likely to buy more from you and also give you more referrals. So let's talk about that today. We are going to talk about trends. Now, first of all, hi, my name is Nikki. I am a personal brand stylist and I help women, female founders, really be seen, remembered, and hired by wearing brand aligned clothing and also create a brand aligned look. So, we're going to talk about a couple things today. First of all, we're going to talk about why trends matter and how you can create that emotional connection amongst other things with your prospects, people that you would love to work with. And then I'm going to give you some helpful tips for really understanding trends so that it's easier to incorporate them into your look. So, let's talk about, first of all, why do trends matter to you? Why should you be paying attention and incorporating them into your overall look? Well, they will help your potential clients see a few different things in you. First of all, they will see you as someone that is relevant and intentional and will have that go into, oh, her business is probably that way too. Run with relevance and intentionality. Now, there's something called the signaling theory. And unless someone works with you, like they become your client in your business, they don't really know for sure how your business runs, right? Testimonials are great for giving them a picture of that. Maybe do a challenge or something small like that. And that is a great too, that they can get a little experience of how you run your business, and the results that they can get. But something else, especially if someone maybe is just has met you recently and they didn't get you with a referral, they just found you on YouTube, let's say, their brain will actually see different signals and carry that over to something they see in you and think, oh, that's probably how our business works too. So it's called the signaling theory. Really, them trying to understand how your business is. So when you are incorporating trends into your look, into your style and clothes, you are staying relevant, right? You are staying up to date. This is the like newest styles, colors, that sort of thing that the expert have said, or maybe you're seeing in stores like this is what people are wearing nowadays. And so you are showing that you are relevant. You know what's going on in your look. And so they're like, oh, I can see that in her, how she shows up. I bet she's like that in her business as well. So it can signal that for them. Also, um, you know, you also need to be intentional, right? When you're wearing trends, you could just be wearing the same things over and over and over, but you can also show you're intentional by being like, no, I picked this specific type of shoe because I saw that it was popular. I saw it was on trend. And then again, they can be like, oh, okay. So she is probably you can really show your best in her business as well. Hey, and you can relate so to we can relate to each other. We are living in the same world in as your each business, other. Who you are as a female founder. But I want you to think of just like wearing trends, maybe a really great book look or a show. Now, second, that you liked, and there was like one main character that really stuck out to you because in one way or another, you could relate to her. Maybe you are a mom and the mom in there has the same amount of kids as you do, similar ages. Well, when we can relate to another person, there's that emotional connection. And emotional connection, according to research, is very important in buyers and their buying behavior as well. And so it's actually been shown that they will spend more with a brand and also do are more likely to give referrals often when they feel connection with someone that they are buying from. And so it could be in two different ways, maybe um they see you wearing a lavender blouse and in their head they thought, "Oh my goodness, I just got a lavender blouse like that as well." Relatable. Or maybe it's not even like the same exact trend, but um they come up to you and they're like, "Oh my goodness, I love your necklace. I was buying this purple blouse and I saw one like that. It is such a fun trend. I love that you're wearing it." And so maybe it's not the exact same trend, but it is one. And so they categorize, you and them as, "Oh, we both love style and we both love trends." So they just can relate to you better when they see that in you. And then also, it really shows, you can really show authenticity by wearing trends. Now, not all the trends and just being unintentional with your trends, but by being intentional, you can show your authenticity of your brand values, your business, who you are. You can show that by wearing the right brand aligned trends, is what I like to call them. And so I want you to think of, well, I'm going to give you an example of kind of what this would look like possibly in so trends you adopt, but I want you to think of a big company and how they do this well. Not with their style, but what their products they create. So if you think of Apple and the iPhone, they create like the versions, new iPhones are coming out very often, right? But they're staying on brand because their mission is the same and it's still an iPhone, right? They're not going from like an iPhone to um maybe this handheld tablet. They're not switching from the iPhone to that, right? They're sticking with the iPhone, but then they're also making it relevant and current by adding new features to it every time, right? Maybe a better camera, or maybe one coming up, or maybe it has, I don't know, will come out with a big AI feature on it so that they are staying up with the times. So that's an example of a big brand that is incorporating other trends than fashion and style, but incorporating other trends while staying true to their brand and who they are. So for you, this may look like, let's say you are a trauma coach, and when someone is your client, works with you, you really want them to feel peaceful and calm. And so let's say there's two theme trends going on in that season that you could choose from. And there's like a cheetah print blouse that you see, or there's like a pastel floral print that you see, and you're trying to figure out which one to go with. Well, you want to think about, okay, what is this? What are these prints saying to my potential clients, to the people that see you? Because colors, patterns, your clothes, your look is all speaking different words. So, you know, with the cheetah prints, it's speaking power, authority, energy, right? And with the floral, um, in the pastel colors, it's speaking more serene, peaceful. So in that scenario, it'd be much better to go with the floral than with the cheetah print because the floral is more aligned with your brand values, with um, saying the words and communicating what you want your clients or prospects to see that your business represents. And also they're like, oh, so that's what I probably would feel like. That's what I feel when I'm around that business or around you. So that's just something to note too, is that you can really show authenticity, which creates trust when you incorporate the brands that are aligned or the trends that are aligned with your brand. Now, I want to give you just some helpful things to know about trends so that implementing them is easier and knowing what to expect from them. So, oftentimes, they do change within the four seasons, spring, summer, fall, and winter, but a good time to really take inventory, go through your closet, is in the spring and fall because although new trends come out every season, a lot of the trends that are in the spring will carry on through the summer, and and the same thing, the trends that happen in the fall will carry on through the winter. So it's a great time to add those trends in that you want to in the spring and fall and see what carries through to the next season. Also, there's so many different trends that happen in the styling fashion world, but I wanted to like categorize it mainly into three different types, and that is colors, themes, and styles. So there's always Pantone always comes out with a color of the year, which honestly, something to note is that do not feel like you have to incorporate that specific color into your look because here's the thing, it can change, it can vary widely from year to year, and sometimes the color of the year may not look best on you. So, just something to note. And then also, though, there are many different colors, 10 or so more colors that are really like the trending colors. But then off of that, it can be more colors as well. So let's say like one is a medium color purple. Well, that could be like one of the specific trend colors, but you might also see like lavender, or you might see like a deep purple as well that kind of spun off of those colors. So there are different colors that will change. Sometimes we'll go from soft to bold. Sometimes it'll be kind of a mixture of them. But start to notice what you see, the colors you see around that are popping up and that are popping everywhere. And try implementing a couple of those that align with your brand. Also, there's themes. So could be like power flowers. So like prints with bright, bold colors and flowers on it. It could be, and the themes could run through many different things, through shirts, through coats, through handbags, through shoes. So there's many different themes, or maybe it's like the powerful animal print, and so you see animal print over, like I said, many different categories. And then there's also the different like styles of them. So this would look um, like the cuts of clothes, if that makes sense. So for example, like denim. Maybe last season, boot cut jean was very popular, and now it's more of like a flare cut. Or, um, you know, maybe last year, the moto jacket, like the leather moto jacket was very popular, and this year it's more of a longer length jacket and stuff like that. That's more of like the style of it. Or with shoes, it could be last year the wedge is really popular, and this year was or this season it's the kitty heel that's really popular. So colors, there's themes, there's styles, all of those tend to change somewhat. And some trends can just keep going, 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 and some Can be as short as just like the spring season and it's done. So those are just some helpful guidelines to understand about really the trend world, what is going on, so that you can take that into consideration when you are adding trends into your look and into your style. So, trends are very important for you to take note of and to incorporate. But like with your whole style look journey, have fun with it. Try some and maybe you feel unaligned, and so you're going to stay away from that type of thing next time. Or try some and maybe you will love it and you feel like, wow, this really does represent me and my business well. And don't worry about incorporating all of them. Pick a color, pick a couple trending colors to add in, maybe one theme and maybe some different styles with that theme and call it good so that you are staying relevant and showing that relevance, but also staying true to your brand because that is so important as well. Now, I am either have a guide out there depending on when you watch this, or I am working on a guide for the trends for this season. So, below in the description, I will put a link where you can go to. And if you are on my email list, you will get a notification of when the guide comes out. Otherwise, go on that link, sign up, and it will either take you to the guide itself or it will get you on the email list and then you'll be notified of when the trend guides come out so that you can really show that you and your business are relevant, that you are intentional, that you are relatable, and that you are authentic. And all of those things are really going to create that emotional connection and credibility to your prospects so that they are going to sign with you, see they can trust you, and sign with you even more quickly so that you go on a YouTube video, they see your content, and they already know, hey, this is someone that I would like to work with. So until next time, know, female founder, that I'm cheering you on in your style and your look and your business.